why ShaCarri Richardson is hated by Shelly-Ann Fraser. Now, if you believed that people exclusively disparage one another in the entertainment industry, you should reconsider, as this is also true in the track and field world. Professional athletes have been known to disparage one another. And this season, Shelly-Ann Fraser Price will face ShaCarri Richardson. These two sprinting studs are engaged in a struggle for supremacy, and neither of them is prepared to show respect for the other. What is going on between Shelly-Ann Fraser Price and ShaCarri Richardson, and who deserves respect over the 100-meter dash? Shelly-Ann Fraser Price openly disrespect ShaCarri Richardson, and Richardson is not backing down either. This verbal altercation is still going strong on social media until these two compete in the same field over 100 meters. I believe the animosity between them will only get worse in the future. Stay with me till the end to find out. If you're new here, what keeps us going is seeing you subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss an update. So let's get started with the video. Before even jumping into the battle of words between Fraser Price and Richardson, we have to agree there is a looming rivalry between Shelly-Ann Fraser Price and ShaCarri Richardson, and we can't understand the real cause of their rivalry without going back in time. Now, the history of the women's 100-meter world record is a long one, from the very world record of 13.6 seconds in 1922 to the current world record of 10.49 seconds. Honestly, it's taken the efforts of dedicated and talented women to get us where we are today, and as you can tell, this progression proves that women have become stronger and more enduring over the years. To break the 50-second ceiling was not a joke, but that's where we are today, all thanks to the efforts of American sprinter, the late legendary Florence Griffith Joyner, popularly known as FloJo. This woman was very talented, and she remains a legend to date in the world of women's field and track, because what she did at the Indianapolis Fields in 1988 still rings fresh in the memory of her fandom. Many pro athletes look up to her because her record still stands nearly 4 decades down the line. An incredible feat to achieve, so to speak. Now, due to FloJo's historic record of 10.49 seconds in the 100-meter sprint for women, many female pro sprinters are struggling to beat the time and break that long-standing record today. We have Jamaican Elaine Thompson-Herray standing as the fastest woman alive in the 100 meters with a record of 10.54 seconds, which is the second fastest time of all time, and then trailing her closely is Shelly-Ann Fraser Price, also from Jamaica, whose personal best over the 100 meter stands at 10.60 seconds, which is the third fastest time of all time. And even though she is the second fastest woman alive, she is the reigning women's 100 meter world champion. Well, Thompson-Herray, who is the fastest woman alive, is the reigning women's Olympic champion. However, this season has not kicked off well for Shelly-Ann Fraser Price. For one reason or the other, she's kept on postponing her 2023 season opening campaign. She withdrew from the Botswana Golden Grand Prix held on April 29th, where she was expected to open her 200 campaign due to a family emergency. And then again, when we all expected to see her open her 100-meter campaign at the Kip Canoe Classic. 2 weeks later, an unexpected last-hour injury prevented her from participating. So as you can tell, we're yet to see her on the track since last September. This has given room for American ShaCarri Richardson to steal the show over the 100-meter dash, running fast to set a world lead of 10.76 seconds, but it seems this is not sitting well with the legendary Fraser Price. During an interview on her arrival in Nairobi for the Kip Canoe Classic, fans were keen to detect that she took shots at Richardson. In the interview, journalists asked her heard this question, what do you think about ShaCarri's blistering 10.76 world lead? And boy, the way Fraser Price responded is actually not what we all expected. Being the second fastest woman alive, you'd think she'd appreciate upcoming talents like Richardson, but that was not the case. She totally downplayed ShaCarri's achievement, saying fast times are good and that's what keeps the sports going and keeps fans entertained. Last year I opened with a fast time as well, so it's not unique for athletes to open with a fast time. I mean, by Fraser Price saying that there is nothing unique with athletes opening with fast times and going ahead to give an example of herself opening with a much faster time last season of 10.67 seconds. It was pretty mean of her, and it shows just how cold her relationship with Richardson is. I'd rather she would have congratulated Richardson thanks to her incredible performance at such a young age, but that was not the case, and fans were smart enough to spot that cold response. But why did Fraser Price disrespect Richardson? Well, if you only look at Fraser Price's statement without going back in time, you probably may not understand why Fraser Price is such cold against Richardson. Ideally, it's Richardson who started shading on Fraser Price about 2 years ago. Richardson was the first to show public hate towards Fraser Price in August 2021, after the legend finished second at the 2021 Prefontaine Classic. This is after Richardson reacted by liking a tweet from a fan who compared Fraser Price to Lil Wayne, writing "shorty in the back" like Lil Wayne. So it seems this angered Fraser Price and that she was just waiting for the right time to hit back. And from her recent reaction to Richardson's success, you can definitely tell she had gotten the right moment to throw her jabs. But besides that, Shelly-Ann Fraser Price turned a cold eye towards Richardson because of her behaviors that do not uphold professional athlete ethics. This is after Richardson tested positive for marijuana, resulting in a 1-month ban from competing. This wasn't a good picture, and many athletes, including Fraser Price, distanced themselves from Richardson, so who deserves respect over the 100 meters? Well, even though Richardson is not the greatest sprinter, she's arguably among the most popular female sprinters. Thanks to her unique style, her personal best stands at 10.72 seconds, which she recorded in 2021 in Miramar, Florida, to become the 7th fastest female sprinter of all time. So you can see guys comparing Richardson to Fraser Price is like day and night. And that tells you why Fraser Price has issues with people wanting to take away her title and give it for free to Richardson. She understands Richardson has a long way to go to break the 10.70 seconds barrier and move all the way to catch up with her at 10.60 seconds. And even though Richardson might win this season, she may not break the record of 10.60 seconds set by Fraser Price. So Fraser Price has all the reasons to be proud. She is considered one of the greatest sprinters of all time and has been in the game for years, displaying much consistency and longevity. Probably that's what gives Fraser Price some confidence and pride to speak the way she wants against her competition. Anyway, we welcome the rivalry as that's what grows the fan base, so anything that fuels controversy is welcome, both from fans, organizers, and athletes themselves. Only that Fraser Price needs to give due respect even as she nears her retirement, so that she is accorded the respect she deserves as one of the greatest. But what's the fate of Shelly and Fraser Price this season? Well, the fact that she has yet to open her campaign this season means she has to do her best in her debut race to redeem her glory that seems to be dwindling. Fans are eager to see her make her opening 100-meter campaign and hope to see your dethroned. However, one thing we all have to accept is that age is quickly catching up with her, and you definitely don't expect her at 36 to perform the way she did in her 20s, probably. She should be contemplating retiring from the sport after a decade-long career, because anyway, a good dancer must know when to exit the stage lest she faces embarrassment from young talents who are quickly rising to steal the spotlight. However, it's too early to start saying Fraser Price has failed because she's got the potential and she can do much better than in previous years. We wish her all the best ahead of the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary. As for Richardson, we can only say she is still young and she is promising if she can focus on the game and forget about the distraction coming from her rivals. She can do better. So there you have it, guys. Will Shelly-Ann Fraser Price catch up with young talents like ShaCarri Richardson even at her advancing age? Let us know your thoughts on this issue in the comment section below. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more amazing content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.